Hello dear student friends, welcome to another class, and today I am not going to deal with any topic but a very essential point regarding your scoring. Over the years, as a teacher of English at different organizations as well as college, I have been noticing that the students' performance in English has been very low. They cannot score good marks as compared to other subjects. And this has been a problem, this has been a point of discussion among the think tank and the policy makers. For that purpose, syllabus has been reformed, steps have been taken, but the result is as usual. So what are the factors? What are the factors which are affecting poor scoring of the students? And whether it has any impact on their overall performance. So I want to discuss certain points here. Reasons for low scoring. Reasons for low scoring in English. Okay. Next, how it affects their overall performance. During these years, what I have been observing in the classroom situation as well as while evaluating the papers, we the teachers face a lot of problems, a lot of challenges in evaluating the papers. Though we are in a mindset to award better marks, good marks, but we are helpless, we are handicapped, and the prime reason for this is the poor performance of the students. They have not been able to write perfect answers. That is what the major problem. And for that, what we can say is their less attention paid to this subject. Being the students of science, they are focusing on physics, chemistry, mathematics, biology, and these are considered the core subjects, core papers. Parents, management, and the students, they go after these papers. They spend most of their time on these papers. Okay, their career depends on these things. Okay, but English is also a paper carrying 100 mark, and the result of the scoring of this paper, scoring in this paper also brings a lot of change in their result that should never be neglected. Okay, so that is what poor attention. Parents, they insist their children to go after physics, chemistry, math, biology. Institution heads, management, they also speak the same thing. And what about the students? They are raw, they are immature minds. They cannot feel the difference, and they also are easily swayed by, easily motivated by the parents and management and go after these papers. As a result, their scoring is decreased. And some other students, particularly those who belong to English medium, they think English is not so important at +2 level and they can do well, they can perform better. Now I can cite 2 examples how poor performance affects the result. One of my students in 2019 examination overall got 88%. 88%. And he got only 68 in English. It's not a joke, it's a fact. Look here, totally 88% and in English 68%. He could not score 80 plus. So here he scored 3% less mark. 3% less. Had he been able to score 80 plus, his percentage might have been 3% plus, means 90. So he missed his 90. It's only one example to cite. There are many more like this. And I am not going to tell you anything false or the points not based upon facts, but that is the reality. Okay. Because they are not focusing, they are not concentrating on the paper, they cannot score better marks. Peculiarly, what I can say, English is the only paper which is the easiest ever to score marks, because 80% of mark out of 100, 80 marks answer is there in the question paper. Passages are there. What a student needs is, what a student requires is only patient reading, proper understanding and selection of answers from the given passage. Answers to 80 marks of question is there in the question paper itself. The student needs only to read and better understanding, then answer the questions. They fail. That is what very strange. Sometimes they go on writing, and while writing they become little bit careless. It might be for their lack of knowledge or little bit negligence or overconfidence or whatever we can say. We, the teachers, are unable to award them mark. For example, I can ask you a question from the poem Daffodils. When did the poet see the daffodils? And to this question, they will be answering like this. While wandering lonely, the poet saw the daffodils. While wandering lonely, ... This is the answer. And here WA is there. Some students go for confusion. They write WONDERING. And it makes a great difference. They cannot distinguish, they cannot differentiate the difference. They cannot distinguish the difference it makes. They think, sir, for only a spelling mistake, only for a mistake in spelling, a spelling error, you are deducting marks, sir. You are not awarding us marks, sir. Gotte spelling error by mark donandi, sir. Sir, please, sir. They have been arguing with us. But when we think of the answer, look at the word. There is another point. When did the poet see the daffodils? They have to say what? The poet saw the daffodils beside the lake. If instead of beside, some students go for besides. Look here. Instead of beside, they go for besides, only an addition of S. It is at the side, and this indicates except. So it makes a lot of change in the answer. So under such a situation, how can a teacher award right mark or perfect mark or good mark? That is a tension. That is a dilemma. That is a problem for the teachers. And there are also some errors related to punctuation, punctuational error. Some of the students might be thinking whether punctuational error makes any difference. Whether it makes any difference. In between this short period of time, I am not going to discuss a lot of things, though basically related to errors or other things. I am going to cite only one example. Look here. I want to eat mother. I want to eat mother. Look at the sentence. No comma, nothing. Only a full stop at the end. It means what? I want to eat mother, as if mother was an item. Mu maa ko khaibaku chahunchi. But the correct sentence is I want to eat, comma, mother. Means here the student or here the child addresses mother. Mother, I want to eat. I want to eat. Ma, mu khaibaku chahunchi. Kintu ethi artha hochi mu maa ko khaibaku chahunchi. How great difference it makes. Similarly, another example what I can say. Hang not, spare him. Hang not, spare him. If we put a comma here, hang not, spare him, that means what? The person should be hung. Lokotaku phasi diya jau, chhado nahi. If the comma shifts after not, hang not, spare him means spare him, leave him, release him. Phasi diyo nahi, chhadi diya jau. Only the position of comma makes a great difference. So, my dear students, now you think, under such a situation, how can a teacher award you perfect mark? What I want to say is not to beg, not to join hands, but try to snatch mark from the teachers. So you should try for better presentation. Another important thing is that mark is not awarded basing on what you have written. No, what you have written is not a point. It's not important. What will the teachers read? That is what important. तुमे कौन लेखिच सेया गुरुत्व नुह बरं टीचर कौन पढ़ुचंती ताहा भारी गुरुत्वपूर्ण. So your writing should be legible, clearly readable, पठनीय योग्य हेबा उचित, पठनीय हेबा उचित. Okay, so these are the points. Spelling errors there, punctuational errors are there, tense error is also there. The question might be in past tense, but the students are writing in present tense. And sometimes the students are also approaching in future tense. They cannot connect the tense. So these are the points where the students fail to score. They fail to impress the teacher. And as I have already discussed, less mark in English makes a great difference in the overall result of the students. Now, it is another paper like physics, chemistry, mathematics. Okay, this might not be of so important as other people think, parents think, management think, or might not be of important or useful in higher education, but my dears, it is as important as other papers. And this is the only paper which fetches you, which enables you stand in the society with dignity, which creates a special dignity of yours in the society. Little bit command in this subject creates a better position for you. It is undoubtable, it is undoubted, it is unquestionable. ଯେକୌଣସି ବ୍ୟକ୍ତି ଏଥିରେ ସହଜରେ ରାଜି ହେଇଯିବ ଯେ ଇଂରାଜୀ ଭାଷାରେ ଯଦି ଟିକେ ଦକ୍ଷତା ଅଛି ତାହେଲେ ଆମେ ସମାଜରେ ଉତ୍ତମ ରୂପେ ପ୍ରତିଷ୍ଠିତ ହେଇପାରିବା. So that should not be neglected. Now I want to say, this is what lockdown period. You have plenty of time. You are not spending more time on these core subjects, so you can spare little more time on this paper English, because you are not crushed, you are not pressurized by other core subjects, physics, chemistry, mathematics, biology, etc., etc., etc. You are not attending college classes, you are not attending tuitions, you are not attending coachings. So whatever time you are sparing for online education, despite that you are having extra time. You have some extra time, and some of this extra period should be diverted towards English. That is what my appeal, that is what my advice for you. And if you spare some little time, you will be feeling a great difference after the lockdown. You will know where you will be after that period. Now let us focus about the scheme of evaluation. How 100 mark depends, or what are the systems, and how 100 mark of question comes in your examination. That is what scheme of evaluation or mark distribution. So this is what the scheme of evaluation or marks distribution. Left serial number, next is a topic, next pattern, marks, words, and which book that belongs to. And this is okay. We have 4 set of questions: set A, set B, set C, and set D. But the questions are not different. Questions are the same. Only the numbering of questions change. Here the system is according to set A. In set A, 1A, first A question belongs to prose. And word pattern comprehensive means from a given passage. Comprehensive means passage is there, we have to read, then answer. Look at the paragraph is given from the text. Paragraph from the text of book 1 is given here. Then 5 questions. Each question of 2 marks. 2 marks of 5 questions means 10, and one has to answer the questions in between 20 to 25 words and from book. Okay. Sometimes our answer or the word limit may be also less than 20, and sometimes it may go beyond the word limit, and that doesn't make any great difference if our answer is perfect. So what we need is to write perfect answer. 1B, poem, comprehension, same thing, extract will be given, extract of the poem will be given, lines from the poem, then 5 questions, 20 to 25 words, and also from book 1. Question number 2 is story, same ditto, comprehensive. Another passage will be there of the story. Look here, the passage of the story from book 2. This many long passage, then 2 questions. So these are the textual questions. We will be reading the text. Then from these books or from the books that we are reading, passages will be there and questions will be set from there. Now number question 3 is unseen passage. This is untaught. Unseen passage, comprehensive. Again another passage. Question number 3, another passage. Okay, this is passage. Then 5 questions. 5 questions. Okay, in the story case I forgot to mention 2 questions are there, each of 5 marks. Here 5 questions of 2 marks, but here is a difference. 2 questions of 5 mark each, and each question is to be answered in between 70, and that's from book 2. Ancient passage, comprehensive type 20 to 5, 20 to 25, and from no book. Number 4 is vocabulary. Vocabulary like this: 3 words or 3 meanings of the passage in question number 3. Here 3 meanings of 3 words of the passage are given. We have to find the meanings. We have to find the words. Meanings of the words will be on the question paper. We have to find the words from the passage. So read and understand. And two more expressions of the same passage will be there. We have to use these passages, use these phrases or expressions in sentences. So word meaning is 1 into 3, make sentences 1 into 2, 5 marks, no word limit, and from no book. Remember, word meaning 3 and make sentences 2. Number 5 is information transfer, or what we can say IT, but not it is information technology, information transfer or data interpretation, transferring the data from one way to another. Here from non-verbal to verbal situation or system is there. Non-verbal to verbal means graphical representation will be there. We have to write a paragraph. Either a graph or pie chart or tabular form will be given, and whatever data is there, that is to be converted into a paragraph. Look here, in 2019 this is the question, so this is to be converted to a paragraph. Next, number 6 is dictionary reference. As we know, one word doesn't have only one meaning. One word has got multiple meanings. So here in the question paper, 5 meanings of one word will be given, then 5 sentences with that word, and we have to match the sentence to meaning. Right sentence to right meaning. Here 3 meanings there, 2 meanings are there, 3 meanings are here before and 2 meanings there, then 5 sentences. We have to match them. Very easy, that easy. Till now whatever we have discussed, look here, from the passage, passage, and from the passage only. And here data transfer, and here is also look and write. What I say, law, or now we can say also raw, law or raw. Law means look and write. Look and write. Now I said read and write. Read and write. So this is the easiest ever paper. Now come to number 7. Reporting events or business report. Reporting events or business report. 2 questions will be there. Either news reporting or business or magazine or official. Out of these 4 types, 2 questions will be there, and you will be attempting for 1. This is what writing pattern, and here this is 7 number writing, 10 marks, and this 10 mark needs to be answered in between 200 words, and that is from book 3. So here your writing skill is tested. Up to question number 6 only reading, understanding, and from 7 your writing skill is tested. Number 8, note making. Another passage is there. another passage, long passage or small passage, whatever. And whatever important points are there, whatever important points, they are to be written in outline form, shortcut, bitwise. So what skill does it need? It also needs reading patience, reading skill, then understanding. Unless we have a better reading and understanding, we cannot find the proper ideas. So read it perfectly, have a better understanding, then go on writing in shortcut or bit. That is of 7 marks. 7 marks. And that is from book 3. No word limit is what mentioned here, or no word limit is there, and that depends on your skill, how far we go. Number 8, note making. Number 9 is summary or summarizing, summary writing. Okay, Odia medium students, those who are from HSC, they had number 7 and number 9 as their option in 10th class, either report writing or summarizing, and most of the students have attempted for or gone for report writing, not for summary. And no summary is perfect or no summary is correct without note. So note is the first step of summary, then note. And note is perfect means summary will be automatically to some extent perfect. A student should have the skill of connecting the sentence, developing the sentence. So whatever points we have mentioned here, whatever points we have outlined here, they are to be connected. Here only auxiliary verbs, connectives are required to make or convert the note to summary. Writing skill, 8 marks, no word limits, and up book 3. Okay, you are lucky because you don't have to go through Pesci writing. That was a little tough. There was a word limit, but here you are lucky that there is no word limit. Okay, number 10 is essay writing. 2 questions will be there, depending on or basing on the current topics or also something extra traditional. 10 marks, you have to go for 1. Word limit is to 50 to 300 from no book. Essay is outside question. And last one is grammar. That will not be like your school career grammar. Do as directed, fill in the blanks like that. But correction of error, another small paragraph will be there. Another small paragraph with 10 errors. Small paragraph with 10 errors, and 10 errors will be anywhere. You have to read it perfectly, find out the errors and rewrite that correcting the errors. And for that, no word limit, 10 marks, 10 errors, 10 marks, and that is from book 4. Now let me explain you. जदि आमे भल भाव देखिबा अवलोकन करिबा ताले देखिबा माने प्रत्येकटार अधिकांश आंसर पैसेज भितर रहउछि. कोटा आंसर रहला पैसेज भितर. प्रोज पैसेज भितर रहला 10 मार्क 10, पोएम 10, स्टोरी 10, अनसीन पैसेज 10, vocabulary 5 mark, information transfer, data transfer, graph or pie chart to paragraph. So this is also dictionary reference. Now this 7 plus 8 mark, 15 note and summary from the passage. And again last one, the error correction. 10, 20, 30, 40, 45, 50, 55, here 15, 70 and here 10. 80 mark, I have already told you. Answer to 80 marks of question is there in the question paper. A student only needs understanding skill. Okay, so it's not like that you should learn by heart the system, and reproducing them. No, there is nothing to learn by heart and reproducing them in the examination, unlike other papers. But your skill is tested here, understanding and writing skill. So how better you understand and how better you perform, how better your presentation is. Now let me discuss. We have discussed this much of 100 mark. Now which book is important? As far as books are concerned, look here. Book 1, 10 mark, 10 mark, 20 marks. Book 2, 10 marks. Book 3, 30 and book 4, only 10 marks. Book 1, 20. Let me erase this. Okay, this part. Prose and poem, book 1, 20. Book 2, 10. Book 3, information transfer 5 mark, reporting 10, note making 7, summary 8, means 30 mark, and book 4, 10 marks. 70 marks from books. 70 marks from book are textual questions, and non-textual 30 marks. Textual 70, non-textual 30. So under such a situation, which book should you give more priority, more importance? And obviously the answer will be book 3. Okay, that will help you to score better mark. And just another point, this 20 mark and this 10 mark questions will be directly from the book, 30 marks, and the other 30 and 10, 40 marks will not be from the text, not directly from text. 30 mark, book 1, book 2 will be directly from book, others will be from outside. So 30 marks textual, 70 marks non-textual. Under such a situation, which book will be important, of great importance? That is what very difficult to decide. So what one needs is to read as much as possible. One has to be a voracious reader. जनको माने गोटे उत्तम पढ़ाड़ी हेबा दरकार, बहुत किछि पढ़िबा दरकार. One should read whatever he lays his hand on, wherever he lays his hand on. हातरे जहाँ पाइला जेकोनसी बही, जेकोनसी पुस्तक से पढ़िबा उचित. Be it mythological story, novel, whatever. Reading makes a man perfect. It's the proverb. Reading makes a man perfect. आमे जते अधिक पढ़िबा से अधिक ज्ञान हासिल करिबा. तो पढ़िबा द्वारा आमार comprehensive skill बढ़िला, vocabulary power बढ़िला, and writing skill भी naturally बढ़िबा. And what appeals to me, what strikes to me is, I will be advising you that you should make a habit of reading newspaper. Reading newspaper will help you a lot in scoring mark. That may sound funny to you. कौतुक लगे मजा लगे थट्टा कर लोक मैंने थट्टा कर न्यूज़पेपर पढ़ले आम पेपर एग्जाम रे केमती मार्क रखिबा. Let me explain. Newspapers deal with current affairs, political views, opinions, everything, and this 10 mark of 7 number question reporting event is directly related to that. There will be a news report that will be of great help to us. So this 10 mark. Okay. Report 10 marks. And as we live through or as we go through the newspaper, we find current topics, religious topics, political issues, scientific developments, problems, whatever, like global warming, pollution, and social crisis, whatever. All these current topics are there, and most of the essay topics are selected from that. So we will be getting benefit of 10 marks per essay also. And Then we will get help for note making and summary. The Times of India and other newspapers, whatever news they discuss, whatever news they elaborate, to a news of big volume, a great volume, they also write the important points in shortcut in a box, and that is what nothing but our note making. Note making 7 mark. And I have already told you, if note making is done, summary will be over. Note making helps us for summary. Okay. Now, in the middle page, that usually discusses business policy, business material, business related things. There we will be finding graphs, pie charts, and that is what information transfer of 5 marks. Reading newspaper means exposing ourselves to more vocabulary. Our word power will be enhanced or expanded. So this will help us for number 6, dictionary. Number 6, dictionary. And reading newspaper means expanding our comprehensive skill. बोधगम्य शक्ति वृद्धि पाइब तो unseen passage 10 marks, and unseen passage is done means vocabulary 5 marks. And sometimes we come across different grammatical points, different new varieties of grammar in the newspaper, and that will be of great help for grammar. Let us forget about that grammar. Let us only confine with this 10, 20, 27, 35, 40, 45, 50 and 55. 20, 25, 40, 60 mark. Comes to 60 marks total. Total of 60 marks will be helped by newspaper. So I think you have understood better how newspaper helps. And in order to summarize, in order to conclude the class or lesson or lecture, what will be of great help to you? And here I may tell you 3 skills. L R W. 3 skills of spoken, 3 skills of English: listening, reading and writing. If you get a good teacher, and you listen to him patiently, perfectly, 50% of your doubts will be clarified and you will be of great benefit. You will get great benefit from that lecture, because you have understood the topics, then you can attempt the answer. So if you listen to a teacher perfectly, sincerely, then you can be helped by 50. And if you read, go on reading, that will be helping you 20 plus, 20 more. Almost 50, then 20 means 70 plus. And if you make a habit of writing essay, writing notes and writing reports, that will be helping you to score 80 plus. Okay, so this is what, as lockdown is going on, you are getting plenty of time, my dear students. It's a golden opportunity for you to enhance your skill in English, to spare some time for this subject. Never neglect like other students. You may also consult, you may also talk to your seniors how they are repenting, for neglecting this paper. So don't be like them, don't be like your predecessors. Spare some time towards this or for this paper. Improve your skill and create examples, set examples for the next generation. Do well, score well, and improve your percentage, overall percentage in your +2 examination. I hope you might have a better understanding of the scheme or syllabus, and I hope my talk may initiate you, motivate you to focus on this subject, focus more on this subject. But I don't want to say that you should neglect other papers. You should focus. But half of the effort, whatever effort you are paying, whatever effort you are making, ଯେତିକି ପରିଶ୍ରମ ଆମେ ଫିଜିକ୍ସ କେମିଷ୍ଟ୍ରି ମ୍ୟାଥମେଟିକ୍ସ ପାଇଁ କରୁଛନ୍ତି ତାର 50% ଏଫର୍ଟ ଯଦି ଆମେ ଡାଇଭର୍ଟ କରିବା ଇଂଲିଶକୁ, that will be of great importance and that will help you a lot in your future also. Okay, with this I conclude. Thank you all for patient listening. Thank you all.